Today we're asked to build more sophisticated buildings faster than we ever have, with more mechanical systems and other systems that are critical to their operation. It is critical that they turn to a mechanical contractor that they can trust.
Not marked as installed, which may be your...
That should be, we can go look at that. That's installed now. Yeah. These were all the pumps that were individually donated for chilled water and condenser water. You have the expansion tanks, you have air separators. The guys started piping up the heat exchanger. Yes, everything here was prefabbed. We install it, and it's a lot. We still have to do some welding in the field, but it minimizes a lot of welding that has to be done in the field, saves us a lot of time.
So we're standing here in front of our fit-up station. This is where all the spool pieces get tacked together. They're using Connect-to-Fab up on the screen. That's how they know how to put the pieces together correctly.
Yeah, FNF started in 1982. It was my dad. He had a lot of ambition, a lot of dreams. He's an Italian immigrant. He bought an old, kind of really tired, beat up utility body truck that my brothers and I helped piece together in our garage. I'll never forget that. So my brother John, who's traveling right now and does operations, sits here. My older brother Frank, who's the president of the company's at the end. And me being the middle child, I'm in the middle. And these are just a couple pictures of a couple locations. This is the groundbreaking of this office. That's our entire family there that was part of the event. So I talked about flow, and flow in our industry is critical. When we eliminate roadblocks, things can continue to flow and process and move along the line much faster.
We are multifaceted in the ecosystem of Trimble. With Connect at its core.
Most common thing we use is the Trimble project site, and we use Trimble Connect as well to navigate through the models. Very useful. I mean, if we could be sitting here in the trailer going through the model, or we can be on site on the data vault and kind of seeing the projected outline of the project and kind of seeing the project put in place before it's even being built. Yeah. What are these over here?
I love solving problems. That's one of my key strengths. Implementations are just that. Communication back and forth that would have normally maybe been an email, now you have it right here, so now anybody who comes into the project can see it.
You playing here, there's 44 spots.
44 spots. And the fact that he can mark these up with the annotation tools here is pretty awesome.
The amount of duplicate work that we save by putting everything in Spectrum and putting our payroll in Spectrum is allowing us within a day's time to produce reports that would take us over a week to do in the past.
We use the total station to lay out. It's been a great help. It's able to just kind of give a layout quick and easy.
It is definitely a Trimble strength to have that connectivity between the field and the office.
This is the van that I work out of, basically my home office. All the tools I need are in here. Majority of fittings, if I'm doing an install, are in here. Everything I need is pretty much in the van for me to go and do my job per day.
As you can see up here, we have all of our ductwork starting to get wrapped. Let's take a walk in here. Here we have a typical classroom setup with a fan coil unit, drain pan, refrigerant piping, ductwork all going to it. A lot of these, the drain pans and ductwork in this classrooms were prefabricated, so we were able to use Trimble Connect to create fab packages and to assemble it in the shop and have more of a safer environment, controlled environment for all this fabrication. It's then wrapped and shipped out here, and then it's easier for our field team to install, and they can then track it marked on Trimble Connect, and back in the office we know what's done and what's not without even having to come out in the field.
Trimble is all integrated. So the joy of that and the beauty of that is that we have all live data across multiple platforms, across multiple solutions. And when they're all working together and when they're all synchronized, it's a wonderful thing. I think that's what makes them so unique. I pick up the phone, I call someone, and I talk to them on the phone. And that is welcoming with a software company.
We're not data entry processors anymore. We were able to think more and become more of a leader as opposed to someone who's actually doing the math.
FNF is definitely a construction company under construction. We never stay the status quo.
But ultimately, I say to everyone, we are a different company today than we were just a year ago. And in a year from now, I hope and think we will be a different company than where we are today. It's a never-ending process, and it's a constant evolution.